Okay, so we're back on YouTube and we're back on Facebook according to this. So I don't know if you want to start a watch party again, but it seems like it looks a little better now. For some reason, Skype didn't seem to work, and Zoom did. I don't know why.
I put Zoom into gallery mode, and now you and I are side by side on the screen
Instead of top and bottom. Where'd you do that?
Doesn't matter because everything's different in the Mac. But under meeting, it said or under view, or no, under I don't know where I did it.
Oh, speaker view, gallery
Maybe.
view.
Maybe.
But under my gallery view, it shows whoever's speaking gets a larger screen, whereas under gallery,
Well,
whereas under this way,
well.
we each get an equal size screen. Let's see, I also can change.
Oh, I just realized that I can start Huh. Let's just do this. Hang on a minute.
Alright. Let's see, I'm also changing the... this is so much fun for the people who are watching at home.
This is why they come here, Dave, to watch us not talk while we're doing video.
I'm telling you, I mean, this does present challenges to staying at home that allows us to try all these things that we always want to try but never do.
Yeah, I mean that's if there's a benefit, that's probably what it is. So
Or maybe I'm just a
all right,
cockeyed
so
optimist.
we definitely have people that are joining my watch party. Like a wave of humans is joining my watch party right now.
You know what we could do
I hope you all like it.
if we figure out how to do this right, we can invite people to Zoom and do interviews and stuff, but
I really believe that the phrase "if we figure out how to do this right" has preceded every great event that's occurred in history. I'm sure Eisenhower was standing there in the Oval Office. He goes, if we figure out how to do this right, and then blah blah blah. Of course, every failure as well.
Yeah. General Cornwallis said, "Listen, if we do this right, this revolution will be over now."
That's right. Napoleon said, if we do this right, I'm going to own this island. So I don't know what we talked about before. So.
Well, we were talking about. We started to talk about because you started talking about what you're making for dinner.
We should probably skip it. So I was saying
I'm making ribs.
The quarantine is an introvert's dream.
Oh yeah.
Right? We're now the experts. We're the go-to. If you're an introvert, now is your time to shine. All right?
Yeah, but my daughter said though, even though she's an introvert, she misses like seeing people, for some reason. But yeah, I think introverts. They don't want to be a part of the group, but that doesn't mean they don't want to see the group. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they just want to be like against the wall and watch what the group does, so that later on they can make snarky comments to somebody about how the group wouldn't hang out with them. That's my whole life right there. That's my whole life is doing that. There is nothing I like more. I have a distinct and weird joy when I'm supposed to go to an event, and the day of the event, I make up a reason and I cancel. That actually gives me like the serotonin just shoots to the top of my head. There's nothing better than realizing that I'm not going to go to an event and hanging out at home and watching terrible YouTube stuff. And now it's all done for me. It's like my life of canceling events at the last minute and pissing people off is on autopilot.
Yeah, but you don't get the joy of canceling at the last event. It's been canceled for you prior to the last minute.
I don't mind. I mean, like I said, it's like it's on autopilot. I'm cool with it.
See, I like going to places and then like sort of just disappearing and leaving without saying goodbye.
The Irish fade.
You make sure you're there, you're glad handing, and then all of a sudden, poof, you're gone. Yeah. But everybody remembers that you were there.
The best way to do that, I mean, the true professional way, is to talk to people and shake hands as you back across the room towards the exit, and then the last person that you say anything to turns away from you, and poof, you're out. That's the best way you can do it.
As opposed to, do you notice this? I don't know if you know, when you go somewhere with your wife and you both decide to leave. My wife and I.
Where are you going with my wife?
No, my wife and I. We have this
you
way.
Said your wife. I can't go anywhere with your wife.
No. All right, now I'm confused. Was that your intention then?
No.
All right. So when we go somewhere and we decide to leave, we tend to decide to leave when we're at the back, the farthest point from the door. So you say goodbye to everybody as you move towards the door. The problem that I have is it usually takes us so long to say goodbye to everybody that you have to start over saying goodbye by the time you make it to the front door, right? So yeah. I have a tendency.
Here's the solution for that, all right? And this is known as the Irish fade handoff technique, all right? Whereas you get closer to the door, you start seeing somebody and go, hey, do you know such and such? And the person you just spoke to, you take the person you're now speaking to and you step back and you introduce them to each other. And as they're going through they absolutely must say something to each other. While they're doing that, boom, you go, all right? It's a buffer. Boom, you're out.
All right.
Our next segment is called "Me and My Bidet."
Oh no, we're not talking about the bidet again. All right, that's enough. Anybody wants to see any bidet, you can look at the last 10 shows we've done and talk about the bidet. I want to talk about ribs, man. I want to talk about ribs.
Go ahead, talk about ribs. Talk about ribs.
All right, listen to this. I go to the store and say I'm on my way to work, and I'm like, 10 minutes. It takes me 5 minutes to drive to work. I got 10 minutes to get there. So I'm like, I want some grapes. The store might still be open, even the grocery store. So I'm gonna run over and get grapes. So I go over to the grocery store to get grapes. And now this is the way my mind works and how things just go off the rails for me right off the bat. The last time I was at the grocery store, there was no eggs at all, none. Even the expensive organic crap was gone. Even the frozen stuff in the carton was gone. So I as I'm getting grapes, I go, I should at least walk back there and see if there's any eggs available because we might be running low soon. So as I'm walking back to the egg aisle, plenty of meat. There's plenty of meat at Mariano's if you want to go. And the ribs were actually on sale as I'm walking past the ribs. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, what the hell? I'll make ribs tomorrow since I'm locked in the house. I can do it low and slow in 4 hours and the way everybody likes them. So I went and got ribs. I went and got some sauce because I knew we were out of sauce. And then I get eggs. Now, because I only intended to get grapes, I did not have a cart. So I'm precariously balancing 3 slabs of ribs, the eggs, the grapes, and everything as I'm walking up to the aisle. And I did it fantastic. I didn't drop a single thing.
You could have had more.
I could have had more. So I get up to the register. I put it down on the belt and realized that one of the rib thing leaked rib juice all over my white shirt that I'm wearing to work. My uniform shirt. Huh?
You suck it out like a man?
No. I had to go to work and then go home and change my shirt.
Just go in and say, yeah, I shot a dude on the way in. I didn't have time to change. Just a Tuesday.
So today I'm making ribs in the oven, low and slow. So that's what I'm doing.
You ever tried cooking them in the slow cooker?
I did a long time ago. I didn't like it for some reason. I can't remember why.
You gotta char them after you're done. One time I was like,
maybe that's why.
Low and slow, but I don't have time for that, so I put them in the slow cooker. But then I put that in the microwave, and they cook at normal time.
Well, I don't have a microwave. Today, my daughter turned on the microwave. They had to wake me up because it somehow fried the internet, and the internet was completely off. Even though everybody had power, there was power. It didn't blow a fuse. It's just my wife. She goes, I don't know what's going on. There's power and the internet's off, and I'm like, what the? How the hell did this happen?
Is your microwave connected to the internet?
No, it's just plugged in. No, but there are microwaves that do connect to the internet.
Why would you need that? Why would anybody need? I have a friend that's got a refrigerator that's Wi-Fi connected and has like an LCD screen on the front the size of my first television. I'm like, why do you need that?
Well, you scan all your You scan all your groceries as you put them in there. It tells you when things expire and stuff.
Everyone thinks all this stuff is making our life easier, but it's making our life just harder. I have so many things I have to take care of. Today I had to spend a half hour talking to my Roomba about COVID-19. So upset.
There's an oven that
connects. Hiding under the couch. You wouldn't even come out.
There's an oven that connects to the internet, and it'll keep your food cool during the day while you're at work, and then start the oven at a certain time when you needed to cook your food.
It's like on the way home, you can just hit a button on your phone, and it turns on your oven.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. I think that's dumb. I mean, who is so strapped for time? I mean, maybe there are people out there that are that strapped for time, but maybe those people should re-examine their life. If you need to have an oven that waits for you on your way home, maybe you're doing too much shit.
Sorry, little accent. Did you
I wish I could smoke a pipe right now while I'm doing this. I can't. So
why not?
Well, I'm glad you're making ribs. I don't know what I'm making. I may not make anything.
Oh, I thought you said you started dinner already.
I'm not allowed. Oh no, hell no! It's only 4 o'clock, or 4:30, or 5. I'm not sure what time it is, but it's way too early to start dinner. We're late dinner eaters.
I started my dinner at 2 o'clock. A half an hour after I woke up.
What's going on right now?
All right. What?
Okay. My wife is taking a nap.
You should yell.
No, are you kidding? She's never done this before in her whole life.
Did she tell you she was going to go take a nap?
No, she pulled an Irish spade, man. I went upstairs a second ago, because I'm like, where the hell's my wife? Because she's at home and she's working, which means it's just nonstop screaming into a phone. And then I didn't hear her, and I just kind of went upstairs, and there she is taking a nap. I'm like, holy crap. This has never happened before. It's the middle, for her, this is like 11 in the morning, all right? Like, she puts in that long of a day, and she's taking a nap. I'm so proud of her.
Well, yeah, but maybe she went up there for some other reason, and you didn't realize it, and so she fell asleep.
Well, she is like on the floor, like just on her side, drooling a little bit, and her eyes roll back in her head, but I mean, that's how she sleeps. So I'm not worried.
You were probably typing, and she said, "Chris, I'm going to go upstairs." And then you said, and she went upstairs and and fell asleep. And you missed your chance.
All right, damn it, man. I wrote an article for this magazine just now, and it's about how two professionals that suddenly have to work together, how they have to live, and it ends with just like, stop. Sex will ruin your productivity. So.
Yeah, well, there's probably going to be a Christmas time baby boom this year.
Everybody's saying that. I believe that.
And then in the year 2032, we'll have the rise of the quarantines.
But are they going to be? When are they going to be teens that are quarantined? Yeah, you just said quarantine. Okay, I get the joke. It's even funnier than when you said it.
All right, so we're at 14 minutes now. We were talking about trying to do something like this every day for like 15 minutes instead of doing once a week.
It's important. I think that people need us.
Good, because my internet just went unstable. But
yeah, see, there's not enough internet in the whole world. I was at Jewel. There's no bread. There's no toilet paper. The whole internet aisle cleared out.
All right.
No internet.
So let's try this again tomorrow. All right. So
right.
Thank you for joining us, the Beat Cops guy. We're gonna try again tomorrow about 4 o'clock to do like a 15-minute sort of live podcast.
Tony Ski told a story, by the way.
What's that?
Tony Ski was talking about your ribs on my watch party.
Well, we should, bring up the what people are saying on the watch parties after asking questions or something.
Oh yes, we should. Well, we'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to talk about. Tomorrow the watch party is going to be part of our content.
All right.
How's that?
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. Well, actually, I'll still see